everyone. So welcome to the fourth video of greedy series. So this question is greedy algorithm to find minimum number of coins. So let's say what the problem is. Given a value we are given a value and we have to make a change for v rupees. So we are given 70 rupees and we need to make change, and we are given coins. We have coins of these denominations. We have 1 rupee coin, 2 rupee coin, 5 rupee coin, and up till 1000 rupee coin. And there are infinite supply, so we can take as many number of coins of 5 we want, as many 50 coins we can take. So there are infinite supply. So what is the minimum number of coins needed to make the change? So we need to find the minimum number of coins which are needed to make the change. Let's see this input. 70, we are given 70 rupees. Now it's quite clear that we'll take a 50 rupees coin, 50 coin, and we will take this 20 coin, and we will make a change of 70 with these two coins. So the minimum number of coins needed are 2. And for 121 we will require 3 coins, which will be 100, 20 and 1. So 100, 20 and 1. So let's see what the approach of this question is. Just keep this in mind, we need to find minimum number of coins. Okay, so these are the denomination, these all are the coins which we have. So I have written it over here, and the value, the change, we have 70 rupees, and we have to find the minimum number of coins, so minimum count. So basically we need to find minimum coins. So how greedy comes into picture? Minimum coins, so we know when maximum and minimum we can think of greedy, and minimum number of coins will be possible only if we take a coin of bigger denomination, so that the overall value is decreased, so we'll require less number of coin. For example, if you take 70, if we have 70, what we can do, we can take 5, 5, 5, like we can take 14 5 coins, and then we can make a change of 70. But we need to find minimum number of coins. In this case, if we take 5 denomination, we will get 14 coins, but we just now saw that we can take 20 and 50. That means only 2 coins and our work will be done. But over here in this case we are taking 14 coins, which is not optimal solution. So we have to take a bigger value in the starting only, so that the overall value which is left is less, and so that we require less coins. So basically we will be starting from the end. Let's see how. So we have V70. Now a 1000 rupee coin, 1000 is greater than V, so we cannot make a change. We like this coin is of no use to us. Then we go to 500. Since 500 is also greater than V, this coin is of no use to us. Then we go to 100. 100 is also greater than V, no use to us. Then we get 50. Now 50 is less than V, which means we can take this coin. So we will take 50 coin. Coin variable will increase value, and now the leftover denomination, leftover value which we have amount is 20. So the leftover amount we have is 20. Now we will again check for this denomination, because we can take as many coins for 50 as we want. Now 50 is greater than 20, which is V. So this is again of no use to us. Now we come over to 20. Now 20 is less than equal to. So every time we need to check less than equal to v. Hence we can take this coin. So 20 minus 20, now the value becomes 0 and count becomes 2, and hence we are done. So we can go over ahead also, or you can just see, if you see that okay the value is 0, you can just have a break. So this was basically the approach. So what we are doing is we will traverse this denomination array from back, and if the denomination is greater than value, that is if the denomination is greater than value, no use to us, we will continue. And if denomination is less than equal to v, we will subtract this denomination from v, and we will also increment count and then again continue. So this is the algorithm. Okay, so let's see the code for this. So the code is pretty simple. We have a main function, we have n70 which is the amount, then we will find the minimum number of coins, and the 70 is passed as parameter, and then we have this denominations list which is already given to us in the question. Then we have a count variable which will store our answer, minimum number of coins. We will start iteration from back of the denomination coins, from the last, from the backwards. Like over here we saw that we will be starting from back, so that the bigger denomination is covered first, so that it's, so the value is become, like value becomes less. And after that we will be continuously using that coin, as we saw over in this case 50 case. We will be continuously using the coin if it is greater than less than equal to v. If the denomination is less than equal to the v, we will be continuously subtracting that denomination from v and incrementing count. And if then after this loop, once it's executed, we will have the count in the count variable. So when d was greater than v, right, we were not doing anything. So you can have a if condition, or it simply works this way also. So let's run this. So for 70 we saw that the count comes out to be 2, so the output is 2. So let's discuss the time and space complexity for this problem, for this approach. So since we are just iterating from back, the time complexity will be O of n, and we are taking this list as extra space, so we can take like that will be constant only, because the number of denominations will be constant, so it will be constant, and this will require some computations. So overall the space complexity will be constant, and time complexity is O of n. So I hope you understood the solution. If you have any queries, you can ask in comments, and if you like the video, please share and subscribe, and thank you for watching.